My name is Barb Iverson, co-owner of Iverson Family Farms and FSOil. I grew up on the family farm. My parents bought this ground in 1950, and we were a true family farm. My parents had 6 children, and we all grew up working on the farm, and learned to love it. I love farming. It's really a rewarding career. Hard, but a rewarding career. And over the years we've grown a lot of different crops on the farm. Everything from hops and potatoes to tulips and hemp. And I have to say, hemp's one of our newer additions. And it's kind of interesting how we got into that market. My parents, on the farm everybody gets older, and anyway, as my parents aged, we lost my mom in 2014 to dementia. And Dad was 90 when we lost him in 2016. He's a rugged farmer. He had more lives than a cat, I used to say, because of the kind of some of the things that go on a farm. He'd been through a PTO, a power takeoff, which spins you around rather fast, and we're fortunate not to lose him at that time. But he was a tough guy. He loved the farm. His favorite place was in a tractor somewhere. So when he got cancer in 2016, and they sent him home to live his last days, it started out as not a very pleasant experience for us. He couldn't get out of bed. He couldn't have a conversation with you. And the doctors had given us all these prescriptions and said, just make him comfortable. But that's not Dad. For us, that wasn't Dad. We don't want to end it that way. And Tim at that time ran a marijuana extraction business in Portland. And he said it's called CBD. And he lined us up with some CBD capsules. We came home and we gave them to Dad. And the next morning when I walked in the house, Dad, from being flat out in the bed, not being able to hold a conversation, he was at the table eating breakfast. And for us, that was just a mind-boggling, completely paradigm shift for us. It was an amazing experience, really. He was diagnosed in March, and his goal that year was to live through the Tulip Festival, and he did. And when we saw the power of what that did for Dad, our first thought is we've got to give back. If others can have this same experience, and life-ending experience that we had with Dad, we're all in. And so when we had the opportunity to grow hemp that year, we jumped right on it. When we gave Dad the CBD, and we had that quick response with him, and he was able to get up and visit with people, that was just like a gift. Everybody asks for one more day, and we figure we got 42, and the being able to say goodbye, to sit down and have conversations, to talk about old times, and for Dad, he was able to get up, and we put him in the gator, and he'd go around the Tulip Festival and visit with people. That's what Dad really loved, doing that. And for him to have that experience, and for us to have that time, whether it extended his life or not, it didn't matter. We had quality. It's not always about quantity, it's about quality, and that's what we had. If Dad could see the farm today, I think he'd be really proud. We've been able to do, because of the hemp, and when we got into it, it's created some economic opportunity for us to do some much needed upgrades. Agriculture in general, farming, the margins are really tight and really thin, and there's lots of things we wanted to do over the years and couldn't because we didn't have the resources. But beyond that, the jobs we've created, the certifications from the GMP certification to the Global Gap certification on the farm. Those kinds of things. There'd be a lot of pride there that we're not only doing it, we're doing it right. you know, with Dad's experience, that, I mean, that's it. We just wanted to share that same opportunity that we had, that we know others don't have. And the number of times we've heard people say, oh, I just wish this had been there for my dad or my mom. It was a life-changing experience for us, and we want to share that with others. So hemp's a great crop for us to grow, because we're giving back. We're giving back to people. We're helping them, and you know, when you're helping people, the reward is just so great.